We're about to make the cut through the island right here. Safe Harbor, or is it Safe Harbor? Aqua Yacht is down here on our starboard. We're going to cut through this island and get in the 10-tom. That way. I think we got about 15-20 miles to the south end of Bay Springs Lake. Jamie Whitten Lock. It's an 86-foot drop. Steve did a great job getting the anchor up this morning. Had a couple hiccups. The chain created a mountain in the anchor locker, so I had to go clear the mountain of chain so it would continue to fall into the locker and get it all rinsed down and clean. But that drone footage was awesome. Just another perfect morning. Little cool, no wind. It is Saturday morning. Got a little college game day going on. Uploading a video on Starlink. About to get some breakfast going. Can't think of a better way to spend Saturday. Hopefully we get through about 3 locks today. If we can get through more than 3 locks today, I'd say we're doing pretty damn good. It's definitely going to be a looper palooza today. We got, I don't know, I think there's 50 to 75 loopers in this area, just right here in Pickwick, not to mention the ones that are already south. So there's a lot of boats right now. 3 just got in front of us, so we're all going to be locking together. Part of the fun. Just makes Steve more nervous in the locks when he's running the boat. Oh, good morning, guys. Chugging down the 10-tom. We got 30 miles till Jamie Whitten Lock. That's an 86-foot drop. And then after that, we're going to do lock after lock. They're pretty close together. Did you sleep good last night?
I did, finally.
Good. He hadn't slept at all, so he's finally settled in. We can't have him tired like that. But no. We got 4 loopers right in front of us right now, and there's already 6 in the lock down there, and I think there's probably at least 5 on downstream, maybe 20 miles. So I don't know how all of this is going to time and play out with all of these cats on the river. The lock masters have to play all that, you know, obviously there's tows and stuff, so we have to wait for that, but hopefully we can get in here and they can wait on everybody coming downstream right now and we can all get in there together, or I don't know. Hopefully it times out right. It's just one of those things. When you get there and you find out what the lock master's doing when you get there. So we could call the lock master and kind of figure out what his plans are for everybody. You know, he sees everybody on marine traffic, on AIS coming down, so it's not like they're oblivious. They know who's coming, what's coming. So hopefully they're smart and they time it out right, but we'll see. Just had a great breakfast, bacon, eggs, bagel. Enjoying the morning. Getting into the cut. We're in Bay Springs Lake. About to come up on Jamie Whitten Lock in about 2 miles. We're the last in line. We got 4 or 5 loopers in front of us, so the plan is for all of us to lock together. But we're doing a little catching up right now. Running 10.8 knots, 11 knots. By the time they get in the chamber, we should be caught up. We're hustling. Steve's been at the wheel the last 2 hours, doing good. 3 hours, really. Let's get up here and see what's going on. Taking some time up. All right, coming into the lock, we're gonna be starboard side here. Yeah. All right, are you in idle right now? All right, good. Now you're walking it. You are walking it now. So we're gonna go right behind him on the starboard side. Go ahead, easy. Keep on keeping your momentum. Don't stop. No. Just keep walking it. Let's go to the next one. Can you hear me? Keep it moving. Keep it moving. All right. All right, start getting the bow over. Port forward. Port forward. All forward. Don't push it. Steve, why are you pushing away? Stop pushing away. We want to get to the wall. All right, go ahead and slow her down. All right, hold up. Which one reverse? Talk to me. Which one reverse? That's good. Neutral. All right, you're in. Let the lockmaster know you're secure, all right? What happens in here when you get in here is it starts swirling. So you have to be very, you're fine, just let it be. When it gets in here, you have to be direct. Yeah. Look at the pin, drive the bow to the pin. Okay. You weren't being direct enough. You were thrusting away. Were you not?
Well,
a couple times we were 10 feet off and you were, yeah, you were thrusting away.
In all honesty, I'll throw myself on the sword.
Yeah.
I was going to those.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's just learning.
Yeah. Yeah, we can cross from Mobile. We have the fuel range, but it's whether the weather will allow it. If we get down to Mobile and it's like the next 3 days forecast is 10 knots or less, then we may do it. Do you want to be offshore for a day and a half though? Yeah, then we would keep going. I could. With Starlink, I could. Sit back, watch some movies, check the autopilot, check radar. You know, that's water coming straight out of that piece of steel. That's kind of freaky. Yo, keep the boat back. Hey, Captain. One more. One more. One more. One more. Get wet. Here we go. Yeah, I didn't know we were going to the water park. Yeah, we'll follow that same order because we're all going together now. You're about 10 feet off the wall. You're looking pretty good. On the way we go. Since we are the last party, when we clear the gates, tell thank you Lockmaster Splash and Dash has cleared the gates. All right, on to the next. You guys all good, or something happened?
This is First Light. We're soft grounded, over.
Oh, no way.
Every time I put it in gear, I stall.
It must have gotten too far over. Stay right in the middle over here. If you end up
Roger that. Do you have rope? A long rope?
all right, go ahead and bring your speed back up.
So what are his options?
First Light, Southern Charm 16. Go ahead, Southern Charm. Someone's coming to try to pull you off, right? Roger that. Okay, hopefully with that smaller draft than I do. Yep. Yeah, there's plenty of depth out front, but I can't even move my rudders now. Do you have any?
First Light, be careful because we ran aground close to the shore.
Well, that's what that boat, it was a boat, I mean, just crazy what he did.
We can string together some mooring lines, over.
That sucks.
That'll work, over. How you gonna throw? 10-4. And as everybody comes down this lake, the channel markers seem to be all out of whack. I just passed the green on my board.
Get your iPad out or your phone. Get your phone out. Get on that sonar charting.
Sonar charting.
Your navionics.
Oh, navionics.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay, hit the bottom left arrow. Okay, put it on the dash, and you stare at that thing, and you keep it in the light blue.
Put it on the dash.
Right here in front of you.
Oh, that, okay. On the dash on there.
All right, we are coming up on Montgomery Lock. That was a 5-mile trek. Had one guy do a soft grounding back there in a curve where there was supposed to be a couple greens there. Not really his fault, kind of bad luck, honestly. But that's why it is important to stay on top of and stare at your sonar charting on your navionics. That way you know exactly where the channel is, regardless of whether or not there are markers or not. That might have saved him, but nevertheless, you can't really blame the guy. But there's a lot of that on the 10 Tom. A lot of little mud banks that come out and bite you. Got him circle yet.
I've been maintaining in the wind orientation as I've been instructed.
Hey, look at you. I'm not really sure why everybody's like so far back. I mean, we can at least move down.
We're down further than where we started. Believe me. The front guys shut down way back. I guess because there's a tow coming out.
Yeah, there is.
Miss Freedom or something. Freedom.
Well, we're coming up on Ranken Lock, third lock of the day. And then I think Fulton Lock is next, so we're just going to keep on chugging. A lot of these loopers, they're probably going to come into Midway Marina down here on the port side or find an anchorage for the night. They usually shut it down pretty early, but we got some time to make. So we'll probably anchor out again tonight off the 10 Tom. Be 3 nights in a row. No Marina. Doing pretty good on fuel. We're getting a little empty in our auxiliary tanks, and Steve is freaking out. Hey guys, most of y'all that are watching are not subscribed. I would really appreciate it if y'all would go hit the subscribe button. Or pull up the video on your cell phone. You can easily subscribe to the channel that way as well. I know a lot of you guys are probably watching on a TV, considering the videos are so long, and I do long form content, but appreciate all y'all watching once again. If you can hit that subscribe button, really appreciate it. Also, just a friendly reminder, Solutions One Maritime. Make sure you guys visit solutions1maritime.com. Use the code CAPT, C-A-P-T, to get 10% off of all your safety gear needs. They got life rafts, EPIRBs, life jackets, flares, electronic flares. They got dinghies, inflatables. They have all sorts of stuff right there. They're based in Largo, Florida. They drop ship. They get everything to you really quickly. And if you have questions on what's best for you, give them a call. They literally specialize in nothing but safety gear. Definitely experts in that field. Check them out, solutions1maritime.com. A little 500 cruiser yacht. Gianna is the boat name.
With, I think I watched that guy.
Who's he with?
Yeah. Asking who I was with.
Oh.
Because he recognized you. He's like, I watched that guy on YouTube.
Oh yeah. The old captain's coach.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny how the videos get around.
It really is. I mean, I look at that, and then what's interesting is it seems like a lot of people that watch you don't have a boat. They're
No,
all
they
dreaming.
don't, man. I got people in like Canada who have no interest and they watch them.
They're just dreaming. You know,
Yeah.
they just enjoy living through you.
Yeah, which is cool. That's kind of how, if you're going to make money on YouTube, that's kind of how
Yeah.
you have to do it. Like,
That's a bigger market.
like it's kind of funny because like my audience isn't loopers.
Right.
Not if I want to make money.
Yeah. No,
My
absolutely.
audience
That's
is
too small an
an
audience.
entertainment audience.
Right. Yep. Absolutely right.
Dash and dash, hit and run,
Yep.
smash and dash.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got the tow coming out. Everybody here, apparently, the lock operator asked if we were all stopping at Midway. Everybody's stopping at Midway except for us. We're keeping it rolling. This is a fun trip for us, but it's not necessarily a
Really fun.
vacation, really fun trip per se. We still got some miles to make. So Steve doesn't owe me an extra 3 unnecessary days.
I thought you stopped at 10.
Yeah, like charge cutoffs 10 days.
That's right. Give up that 3 days of pay to get home 3 days earlier. Jordan would, I know.
Yeah. But we still have to make a we after this lock, the next lock isn't far. I think it's Fulton Lock. But we got to at least figure out a game plan or an anchorage between locks because the locks run 24/7, but so you're not going to get caught between locks, but you could end up waiting for a lock a pretty long time at dark, and you could be doing that in the middle of the river, and there'd be no anchorages anywhere. So you got to kind of have your anchorage planned out so you know where to go and how far to get to. That way you don't get stuck in a lock for a long time waiting to go through. But they do run 24/7. You're not going to get stuck, but it just will be an inconvenience to your day when you're tired and ready to shut it down. I'm going to run the boat for this lock, and Steve's going to do the lines. Is that a log in the middle of the water or what?
Looks like something we want to hit no matter what.
You want to go find out what it is? Go right by it.
This guy's going to beat us to it.
Looks
Already had it.
looks like green can, maybe. Where did that Beneteau come from? Out on Torres.
What's to the
He
right?
must have hustled down the river. It came from somewhere else.
Well,
Hey.
yeah, I don't remember seeing that boat.
Yeah, he has not been here. First two. American Strong. Let's see. Yeah, he's got hazardous material. What's he got? Has he got benzene on there? What that says?
I can't read it. Those are too old.
Yep, I can be putting a sticker on right now.
Yeah. Pretty good little drop here. It's like 50 foot. Ranken lock. Lockmaster said we got to get all these rich people out of here. What does that say? Benzene. What do they use benzene for?
I do not know.
It's natural gas, isn't it? Thought so. Just a big floating bomb.
Terrific.
All right, well, we were right outside of Fulton Lock. They got a barge coming in, a tow coming in the lock right now, and all the loopers stopped back there at Midway Marina. But we're trying to stay out of marinas, so hopefully we can catch this lock bright and early and beat all the loopers. Rather not be in a herd with them tomorrow. Not that big a deal, but we can definitely make more time if you're not in that herd. So we're gonna get up bright and early, hit Fulton Lock. About to be dark here. We're gonna get some burgers going and watch some football. Well, what's going on, guys? We've been chugging the last 100 miles down the 10 Tom. Just a lot of locks and a lot of muddy riverbanks, so didn't film too much the last day. But we're getting into some more congested areas. We're going to be passing a lot of tows the next 2 to 3 days. We're going to get to Demopolis, Alabama today. We're probably going to get it on plane here in a little bit after the Howell-Heflin lock. And then after Demopolis, we've got 2 long 100-mile days each down to Mobile. And then looks like the weather so far at the end of the week to cross the Gulf looks phenomenal, so we'll play that by ear, but we're just continuing down. Got a big tow. So we've got 10 miles to the next lock, and we've got 3 big cruisers coming around us on plane. And all they're gonna do here in 10 miles is sit there at the lock and wait on us, because the lock master's gonna wait for all of us to go through. And of course he doesn't ask for a slow pass, he just goes. And we're about to get our shit rocked. Hold that. Hey guys, how about y'all come around real slow this time? And there's literally no point, because y'all are just gonna go down here to the lock and sit there.
I need the downtime at the lock, over.
You need the downtime at the lock.
Yeah.
Hey lady, this is Rosalind on your stern. I'm doing slow pass on your port side, over.
People. It's called route planning. It makes no sense at all to do what you're doing.
All fell over. Got that.
And of course they get it on plane again just to run down there and sit there. Lockmaster knows we're coming. He's gonna wait on all of us to get there. And then 10 miles later, we're all at the same lock. All the boats on plane came down here to the lock. They've been sitting there for the last 30 minutes, and the lockmaster is holding the gates so we can come in. It's called route planning, people. It's called using your head. There's no point running down through here on planes sometimes when you're just gonna go sit at a lock for half hour and wait on everybody else.
again, if it looks like you're in the way of my gates, I'll let you know. And you can just throw your, before I open the gates, you can just throw your line off the back of, but I don't think it's an issue.
I guess let me run it for now, just in case we have to tie up with somebody. If that works for you.
Yeah, I just want to know what side we're going on so I can start thinking forever.
I don't know. We'll find out when we get in there. I'm currently freezing to death, so. I'm just kidding. Go.
Go where? I don't know what to do.
I'll let you know. We'll find out in a minute, home dog.
I got my headphone on if you want.
Lower bar secured. Cat in the hat secure.
YDM secure. Yeah, it looks like it. Cat in the Hat's not going to be too happy.
No.
Cat in the Hat better get all ready. I'll tell this. Come around.
Get it over with before it gets too fast. Look at the front two. They're gone. About 16. We gotta hear this.
But I know I'm not going to be as fast as some of the others behind us.
All right, then if you're gonna go 10, 11, whatever, I'll just stay behind you then.
Okay, that's fine. I'll probably be popping up and out a couple different times.
Yeah, roger that.
Oh, sounds like Cat in the Hat's going to roll.
We're gonna be going about 25. This is Plan C.
See you. They're out of here.
Come on by.
Same Kingfisher.
Oh shit, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
We'll meet him in the parking lot. Cat in the Hat said he wasn't going to the
I think he said he was going to pop up a couple times.
Yeah, but he said this morning when you asked him, they said, no, we're not going to Demopolis. You can get by us if you want.
No, Cat in the Hat was going to Demopolis. Somebody else came on it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Flower Power is.
Okay.
All right, we're going D17 right in between that Hatteras and the Tierra.
Captain.
This right here is a Talaria MX-5. I got it on Marketplace for a good deal used, 1,000 miles on it. I'm a dirt bike rider, so it was weird for me to get used to no foot brake. Still getting used to, and no shifting. But quality unit right there. Way more powerful than you would ever think.
Kingfisher to Lagata.
I put the big tire on it, had to chop the knobs off because it didn't fit. Oof. Got a matching one for the front, so didn't go on it.
This is Legato.
Alright, Legato, where are you at right now?
I'm just about to get to that first inlet of your all's marina, coming from the north.
Alrighty, when you see the moorings for the tugs off to your port side, we're about 300 yards past that. When you turn into the marina, you want to stay in the middle of the channel. You'll see an RV parked to your starboard side, sorry. And you're also going to see a no-wake buoy. Keep that to your starboard side. The fuel dock is to the starboard. Once you get past that no-wake buoy, turn to the starboard and come right up to the fuel dock.
Good copy.
I'll be there to catch lines.
Well, good morning, guys. We are in Kingfisher Marina in Demopolis. Slept real good last night. Went to dinner, ate some Mexican. Went and did a Walmart run. Steve's up there getting everything going, electronics, getting the mains running. We're about to push off. We got 3 miles till Demopolis Lock, and then we got 215 miles to Mobiles with an anchorage spot tonight. We're going to keep this video rolling. All right, we're ready when you are.
What do you need?
You just go bow to stern's fine.
Okay, nothing on the bow.
Yeah, nothing on the bow. Just these two in the spring, yeah. Thanks, sir. So coming out of a slip with on fingers on both sides, one motor in gear. One motor in gear. You just switch them on the way out. Keep it straight as possible. Thanks, sir.
You're all clear.
You're clear, Steve. You on Nebo?
Yeah.
Yeah. The captain's coach on Nebo. Y'all have fun.
Safe drive.
Get your head turned around. All right.
Clear.
You're clear. You want to radio them, see if we can get some ice? Channel 16. I can see through this window. Oh, give me a break. Jeez. Can't see through a piece of plastic with some water drops. Good job. Nice and easy from here. You've done all the hard part. Alrighty. Yeah, I got it. Just need your credit card. This is Kingfisher Marina. Very nice place. Very nice people. Nice docks. Do a great job here. You too. See you later. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I heard something on the radio about 8:30, right? Stay in the middle of the channel. Making wide trucker turns. Too much steering.
Yeah, that's exactly. I feel better with the sticks.
See you later, Demopolis. I'm sure we'll be back soon enough. Yeah, yeah. I said, Steve, you're starting to sound like me. And he said, oh, Lord help us. Be a cool job. I think they work like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and they just go up and down this river every day. All right, we're coming into Demopolis Lock. We just sat here for an hour waiting on that tow to come up. Got a kayak or two, look at there. Think he's gonna go in the lock with us?
He is. He already called.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard a
wow.
little voice. Hey, hey.
Well, that'll be fun.
He asked me to call the lock for him.
We're gonna get down here, and then we got 100 miles to Coffeeville Lock, and then that will be our last lock of this trip. We've got 215 miles to Mobile, so we're gonna find an anchorage, which is actually kind of hard to do, so we need to actually plan that out a little bit. Even if that means getting on plane for an hour to make the anchorage before dark, we might have to do that. So you be thinking about that this morning, because we don't want dark to come up on us.
Or stop
In
early.
this tight, this is where the 10 tom gets tight down here, and there is literally no turn offs,
Right.
no oxbows or anything. Those other boats are 2 hours ahead of us or more. Good morning. Welcome back. We are in Coffeeville Lock this morning. We pushed off Bobby's fish camp last night. We tied up to their dock and ran the generator, and we made a little 2-mile run in the dark to Coffeeville this morning. This is our last lock. Our last lock in about 500 miles. And we have 120 miles to Mobile today, and we're going to do it. Whether we get there at dark or not, the plan is to come into the Dog River at Grand Mariner and have a good night. Got Steve down there doing the lines. It's raining, another crappy day. Got Flower Power, the Fleming, with us. He's been rolling with us since, like day one. No, he's been rolling with us since like day one of the 10 tom Pickwick. But hopefully the sun comes up as soon as we get out of this lock, because it's still pitch black. So if you notice, guys, the 10 Tom is real narrow, right? So when you're coming down here and it's pitch black, I mean literally pitch black. There's no moonlight, there's nothing on the bank. Basically, you just turn your spotlight on and obviously use your electronics to keep yourself in the middle of the river, but you can also turn your spotlight on and shine it over there toward a bank, and then you have your point of reference for at least that one bank, so you don't end up turning into it or turning away from it too far. That's a good little tip if you're chugging down a river like that in the dark, is find one bank as a reference and run the boat off that. Alright, heading out of the gate. It's still dark. That was only a little 20-minute walk. It was not bad, but got our green down there. American Life, Lady M on your bow. See you on the one, or you want me to hold up here before you get through that tight section?
That's up to you. I mean, I'm good. I'm gonna go red. I got nothing.
Alright, copy that. I'll keep on moving. I'll see you on the one.
Yeah, I got that Megan behind me. He's gonna overtake me here just a little bit. Okay, come on down. We'll see you on the one.
Copy that. And so if you don't know, when you're on these rivers,
Power following Lady M.
when you're in these rivers, 10 Tom, Tennessee River, you're passing what's called towboats. You're passing all these barges, tugs pushing underway. And it's real narrow, real tight. And a lot of these tows, or all of these tows, they have to, you know, they might be 5-6 barges deep. They might be really long. They're 400 or 500 feet long.
Yeah, Captain. Yeah, you might not want to fix it perfect like that. Okay.
And the Tombigbee is really windy. I mean, literally, sometimes we're doing like circles and turns.
Sounds like Coffeeville Lock.
So, in those turns, they have to prepare themselves miles ahead of those turns. And a lot of times, they have to put their bow of their boat or the front of the barge over in the turn. And then they're going to swing wide like this. Well, if you come around that turn and they don't know you're there, which they know we're there because we have AIS, that could be a big problem for them. So you got to get in touch with them and you got to ask them whether they want you to pass them on the one or on the two. And basically a one whistle or pass them on the one means if you are in a passing situation and it's a one whistle pass, you're going to go port to port. If he says, I'll see you on the two, you're going to go starboard to starboard. You're going to be on his starboard, he's going to be on my starboard. If I'm running with one and I'm overtaking a tow, if the tow is right in front of me, and I want to come around, or he tells me to come around him on the two, then I come around on my starboard. So I'll be on my starboard, his port, coming around him like this. If he says, yeah, come around me on the one, overtake me on the one, then I'll come around him on my port side. A lot of people get confused by that, like they think the one means port always, or they think the two means starboard. It doesn't. It's just that's the pass. It's a rule and a technique that you just have to remember, one versus two. And he asked me to slow it up and watch my wake, so I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit, right next to the bank, and I got 23 feet of water. Pull it back down to 8 knots for him. We're running a little quicker today. We're running about 9 knots because we're trying to get to Mobile. We've got a long day ahead. We're probably going to be pulling into Mobile by 7 o'clock. So we're going to be running in the dark maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. Not really sure yet, but it's going to be a long day. It'll be like 120 miles total, something like that. It's a one whistle pass. Or you just say, see you on the one. I like to ask them, you know, like, I did, like I said, American Light, this is Lady Ann Pleasure Craft on your bow, southbound. Catch you on the one if that's all right. And he'll say, yeah, copy on the one, come on around. I like to give him the option. These guys aren't that long. These are too wide. This one's too wide and he's too long. The one behind him is similar. A lot of these guys are coming down here 4 long, 5
I'm
long.
on my way there, Cap. You're going to be getting some pretty shallow water there in a second.
Copy that, I see it. So he said it gets kind of shallow right here. So far I'm all right, I'm in 24 feet. No marker to mark that.
Got your anchor light on there, flyer power. You got your range lights on now, you got 2 white lights on. There you go. Thank you. Safe travels on down, fellas.
Y'all as well, have a good one. So this guy's coming more at me, so I need to get over just a little bit.
Ramp her on up there, Megan. I'll get her over there for you.
Oh, I'm good, man. I got my line this distance.
Little tight here. Yeah, he's wider, so he's taking a little bit more up of the channel. Dang, autopilot buzzer. I mean, literally on the 10-tom, man, you're scraping by like this sometimes. It's just how it is. I mean, I got a bank here and I got him here. Got to be sharp. Got 19 feet under the boat. Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big dude. That's a big toe. Well, we're halfway to Mobile. Got 2 tows coming up. The downstairs working on the laptop a good bit. Steve's been running the boat. Also, guys, I know some of you have mentioned in the past that you're willing to donate or help me out in a monetary way, which I really appreciate. Never expected anybody to do that, but if you'd like, my PayPal link for the Captain's Coach is in the description below. If you're finding value from these videos and you appreciate that I'm teaching you something along the way, definitely check out that link. Anything that you would throw my way, always appreciate it. Once again, I never expect that, but I have had a few people bring it up recently. For those of you that do, thank you so much. If not, I appreciate all of you watching regardless. And if any of you have any ideas or ways that I can help you in a personal nature, let me know. I'm kind of running through some things with the business, on some ideas on maybe starting a Patreon, doing some behind the scenes footage and different content like that. I've obviously got my 45 Chris Craft now that we're going to start doing a lot of trips and a lot of projects on, and that'll be a lot of great content as well. But just trying to diversify a little bit and do some different things to help you guys make sure you're staying active on the channel and making sure you're learning something and gaining some value from it all. I've also thought about doing some one-on-one coaching, whether it be through a webinar or a personal phone call or a Zoom call, and maybe helping you with the purchase of your boat and giving you some advice and suggestions, do a consultation with you. I have a lot of people asking me about stuff like that. I don't always have the time. I think we're definitely going to start doing some consult calls, whether that be on a webinar or Zoom or something like that, but for you to be able to pick my brain if you're looking to buy a boat or you're doing a trip and you need some advice on the trip. But we're looking into some things like that. Let me know what you think on that. What would be helpful to you? How would you do it? What style would you choose, or what platform would you like for that to be on? Or maybe just keeping it simple, I don't know. Currently got a cold front moving in today and tomorrow, and then it's supposed to lay back out Friday, so hopefully we get a good Gulf crossing in either Friday or Saturday. Not sure whether we're gonna go straight from Mobile or maybe cut over to Destin. We could go a little bit more east over to Destin after we get to Mobile, let this cold front kind of move on and let the seas calm back down. But it's blowing. It's definitely chilly. It's blowing hard. You can hear the wind. It's white capping in the Tombigbee. That doesn't happen very often. Straight from the south. All right, we got her up on plane. We're going to catch up to Flower Power, which is the 55 Fleming ahead of us a few miles. If we keep this pace, we should be in Dog River by 6:30ish, hopefully. That's the plan. Getting into low country, getting a little swampy. It's windy, big time. If you didn't know, Steve is a day trader. He's been downstairs on his laptop making millions.
I wish.
All right, coming into Mobile. Not very pretty in Mobile. We're going to this place called Grand Mariner, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty quaint in the Dog River, but up here it's a lot of that. What is that, scrap metal?
Yeah, that's scrap metal.
There's some, man, those are cars, bro.
Yeah.
Those are cars. Holy crap, those are all crushed cars.
See the wheel right there. Look, it's like that big.
Dang. How many cars do you think they crush a year? There's a houseboat at a barge over there. That's interesting. With a nice Yamaha on it.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
They picked it up with the crane?
Maybe.
Thing or what?
I guess it's a pretty big crane.
Huh.
George Lindsay. Navy Yards up here on the port side, where I think they make a lot of the ships up here, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of oil business up here. big cargo ship out ahead of us. He's leaving the port. Got a couple tugboats next to him. Once he gets up to speed, he'll probably run about 7-8 knots. It won't slow us down too much, but he's got to get rolling first. Once they get up, get their momentum going, they go. We got a lot of current too at our stern. All right, well, I'm trying to figure out whether to come around the old Golden Fortune here, based out of Majuro. Is it Majuro or Majuro? Majuro.
I don't know.
Navy boats over there. Wow, there's usually 3 or 4 sitting there in the water, and there's none. It's kind of weird.
They're all in Venezuela.
Blowing crap up. Look at those blowers. What do you think those blowers are for? Mobile. And a ship being built in the building over there. Got a little bit of a traffic jam coming here. That tow's coming through here too. Just enough room for all of us. What's funny though, that ship, once he gets out of this channel, he can start pushing on us hard. I mean, he can do 10, 12, 13 knots coming out of here.
Wow.
And he'll catch up to us. Then we'll have to get out of the way.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, those guys, they move. Lotties B. Pretty towboat.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look! There's that, that's that freaking ship that they moved, that they towed all the way from, like, Virginia or New York all the way to Mobile, and they're going to restore it, and then they're going to sink it. They're not going to restore it. They're going to prep it for sinking.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the new largest artificial reef, I think.
Wow.
Look that up. I think it's called the USS Americana. Where did they pull that from? They pulled it oh, it came from New York. That's exactly where it came from. It came from New York, and they towed it all the way around the Keys to here. It was a big thing this spring. I see it. It's a 1920s ship. Cruise liner. Speed it up a little bit, get a little distance from this fella. That's right, it's the USS United States. No, look up this one. It's the USS United States. That's what it is.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. What's the difference between the SS America and SS United States? SS America was smaller. SS United States was much larger.
Yeah, this is it. Look at that thing. It's freaking ginormous.
Yeah,
I had no idea it was that big.
Yeah.
That's
Joe King, lower power.
About pleasure craft.
Yes, south on Pleasure Craft. Everybody over there.
You can do 2, you can do the 1 2. Whatever you want. Roger that. See you on the 2.
Man, that is cool. That thing is huge. Look how old it is. I had no idea it was that big. But yeah, they're gonna sink that off Mobile, and it's gonna be the new largest, the world's largest artificial reef. We can go scuba dive it. And they gotta prep it for sinking. That is sweet. Red Cross ship. Coming into Mobile Bay. I think we got about 10 miles to Dog River. How many miles do we do? 120?
120 total when we get done, yep.
Long day.
Biggest day yet.
At the lock at 5:45. Coming into the Dog River. Made a little shortcut back there off the channel. Kind of squared off the route. Made Steve nervous as could be. We got an old 4.5 foot on the screen. But I trust it.
Alarms going off.
Alarms going off. You got to trust the Navionics sonar charting. You live and die by it. And we got in front of Flower Power.
Yes, we did.
And he's probably like, what the crap are y'all doing? Sorry, Flower Power. This is the cold front we are currently experiencing. Yeah. It's blowing. There's old JoJo. Right. Coming into Grand Mariner, I really like this spot. We got to fuel up and eat some good food and figure out what we're doing tomorrow. It's continuing to blow through tomorrow, so got to figure out whether we're gonna go to the ICW through the bay and get a little in the sporty conditions for a little bit. Or just do the cross from here. I don't know. We gotta talk about it, but we'll see.
See the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Red.
That's a cool shot. What you doing up there? You doing?
Making sure you don't hit that piling at 12 o'clock. There's a green over there. You see the bridge?
I see the bridge. Thank you. Do you see the sun?
I see it very well.
Okay. What a day.
120 miles.
Made it under the bridge. Dog River. We're gonna spin it around starboard side. Steve's getting some lines ready. Huh? It's a fixed dock, no fenders. No fenders. We'll set them horizontal after. Yeah, if they're there, get both of the spring lines to them. They'll know what to do with them.
Okay.
You need to assist them with getting the stern line over to that side.
Yeah.
Hey, the stern line's going to cross. You know that, right? All right, cool. And then they'll need to get the bow line somehow. You'll have to walk up there and throw it to them.
All right.
Pretty area for sure. Alright, I'm in starboard forward, port reverse right now. Now we're going to go all forward. The wind's blowing hard. And the tide. Tide and wind are coming this way. Starboard forward. Port neutral. Port reverse. We're gonna spin all the way around, then we're gonna lay it up. All right, we got it around. Now I can focus on port reverse only and let it come to the dock. Nice and easy. I'm going to do all reverse just for a second. A little port forward, starboard reverse. Back to port reverse. Little bow thruster. Cushion the fall. All right, we made contact. I'm good there if you are. We just had a wager on the starboard tank as to the number of gallons it would take. Each main tank is 210 gallons. Phil bet it was going to take 180. I said it was going to take 172. And that pump clicked off at 172.8. You want to do that bet again?
Nope.
You already owe me a lot. You owe me at least 20 dinners.
At least. At least. But you did go over. If this was the Price is Right, you'd be out.
That was 172.8. That ain't over. That says 172.
I'll give you that. I can't argue it.
Oh, good times. Can't wait to go in here and eat some dinner. All right, doing the aux tanks now. We are at 381. I think it was 350 when the other one cut off. Nice Maritimo over there. Well, it is windy as crap. This cold front sucks, but we got all tied off here. Got shore power. You gotta do your swap. Oh yeah, you gotta pay. Well, we're gonna go in here to Grand Mariner and eat some well-deserved food and dinner tonight. This place is a lot of fun. They got it all decorated for Halloween. I'll show you a few clips of that at the end of the video, but really appreciate you guys coming along for today. Rough 120 miles, long day, early morning, but we made it. Tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up. It's supposed to be blowing in the morning. We're gonna decide whether or not we cross Mobile Bay over to the ICW and continue east. But regardless, we have to wait for the conditions to calm down before we head across the Gulf straight to Tampa.